Please put your hands together for Mr. Brother Mike Cohen.
This was written in April 2004 for the same theme we had here that night, so I'm going to do this again.
Do you have them filed?
Yes. They're all filed, yes. I was born on March 10th, 1965 in Buffalo, New York. The woman who gave birth to me left me at the hospital and I was taken to a Jewish adoption agency. 7 days later, this Jewish couple with the last name of Cohen adopted me and brought me into their home. I have never met my birth mother. My parents, the people who adopted and raised me, always told me that I was special because I was adopted. I knew I was adopted, but didn't understand what the word adoption meant until my 9th birthday. It was on my 9th birthday that I realized I did not come out of the woman who had been taking care of me for the last 9 years, but I had come out of a complete stranger. Like a good little spoiled middle-class Jew, my parents always threw extravagant birthday parties for me during my childhood. There would always be school friends, neighborhood friends, pizza, cake, clowns, and magicians at my birthday celebrations. I fondly remember enjoying my birthday parties in my childhood. My birthdays took on a different meaning after I found out I was adopted. When that day, March 10th, my birthday, rolls around, people call me and come up to me and say, "Happy birthday, Mike, happy birthday." I put on a smiley face, but in my head I'm saying, "Happy birthday? Happy birthday? What the fuck is happy about my birthday?" You know what happened on my birthday? I'll tell you. The fucking 16-year-old junkie prostitute that accidentally got impregnated by her pimp, or maybe a John, had to get back to her job of selling her pussy so she could get that next fix of dope and didn't have time to take care of a little baby boy. That is why I was taken to the adoption agency where these right-wing, Republican, overprotective Jewish lunatics saw me and said, "Let's take that one home and keep him in diapers until he is 4 years old." And we asked, "Can we get a dog? Can we get a dog?" We'll tell him, "When you're older." And then when he's older, we'll tell him he can't have a dog because you're going away to college in a few years, and who's going to take care of a dog? Besides, dogs are dirty. And he wants to go see his favorite rock and roll singer, Bruce Springsteen, in Toronto in January 1981 on a free ticket that his friend won on the radio station for singing an a cappella version of Prove It All Night. We'll tell him he can't go because you already saw Bruce Springsteen, and when he gets his driver's license, we won't let him use the car unless he makes his bed in the morning. We'll send him to any college in the country and let him study anything he wants, unless, of course, he wants to be a theater major. And if he doesn't get A's and B's during his 4-year college run, we'll put him out of college after his 3rd year and make him live with us. And if while living here with us, he comes home from a night out at 4 in the morning and goes to the bathroom, we will assume he is drunk and throwing up and barge in without knocking. And if he's mad we invaded his privacy while he was in fact taking a dump and not throwing up, at least we showed we cared because, you know, 3/4 of the parents don't give a shit. The other thing that doesn't make my birthday happy is that my birthday is in March, which is the same time that winter turns into spring. I don't care for spring because the temperature is on the rise, and before you know it, summer is here. I hate the summer. Too hot and too bright. Summer is like 3 months of being in a sauna bath with a flashlight in your face. I hate the sun, I hate the beach, I hate the extended hours of daylight. I hate the heat, and I hate the assholes giving the weather report saying, "It's going to be a beautiful day." I know what beautiful means in a weather report, and I completely disagree. For me, a beautiful day is a gray day in the dead of winter when the sun never comes out and it's either snowing or raining. I love the cold, I love the snow, I love overcast, cloudy days. I am physically and mentally more comfortable in the cold. Next March 10th will be my 40th birthday. Or for people that put a lot of weight on birthdays, the big 4-0. Friends, loved ones, and family members want to know if there's anything special I would like to do on my big 4-0. Perhaps see Bob Dylan in a foreign country, or take a trip to a cold place like Alaska. I was thinking that in the next year I would track down someone special I've never met. My blood mother, the woman who gave me up for adoption at birth. And on my 40th birthday, knock on her door, and when she opens the door, say, "Remember me?" Do I look familiar? I'll give you a hint. 40 years ago today. 40 years ago today. I'm going to give my cat Cowboy some fluids. He's diabetic. He gets insulin twice a day. And he also today's January 3rd or January 4th, 2005. He also gets fluids because he's diabetic and he gets thirsty or something. This is like Gatorade, but it's for cats. So I'm going to stick a needle in his back and give him some fluids. He also gets insulin twice a day. We're going to catch that. Okay. This is a new bag of fluids.
Come on, sweetie. We like our fluids, don't we? Even though we get a little poop on Papa's bed sometimes.
It's okay. Just take it easy, sport. Fucking animals. You take care of them, and they're like, whatever, dude, you know. Fucking how much money this cat has cost me? Fucking plenty. Alright, I go to St. Mark's Vet. It's fucking expensive. Bag of this fluid costs about $22 a month. Give my cat some. I do this twice. I'm supposed to do it twice a week. Every other day wouldn't be so bad. But here we go. This is called giving the diabetic cat fluids. This is totally different than the fucking insulin. And it's a fucking pain in the ass. And it's best to do it sober. Luckily I'm sober. Yeah, I just got paid. I performed New Year's Eve. I did my bits. I did fucking, my bits. And I played some tapes of my parents and I got fucking paid for my fucking art for the first time. 16 and a half minutes. Not bad, right? Not bad. Every Thursday night at Ignite, fuck me with this shit. Hey, where the fuck you going? Get over here. I'm talking too much. He doesn't like to talk. He's just like, let's just do this. Alright. That's good. We like friends. I like making friends with dogs in the neighborhood. New dogs. You are dirty. I gotta clean his ass. This is a dirty cat we got here. Fucking dirty cat. Okay, watch this. Shut up. Fucking homo. Here we go. I'm gonna put a needle in his fucking back. That's friendly. We like friends. We like making friends and having Judaisms. Right? Who's got a little Judaism? Oh, Cowboy's got a little Judaism. Where's your yarmulke, Cowboy? If you had your yarmulke on, you'd be happier, right? Here, I'll get your dreidel. Or whatever. Here I am giving my cat fluids. It's what I do. I love my cat. I'm sure if I had kids, I'd take care of them too. I'm gonna have kids one day. Not tomorrow, but the next day, The television networks have been showing photographs of U.S. soldiers grinning with naked Iraqi detainees, making a human pyramid and blurring out the ass cracks of the naked detainees. We all have ass cracks. Why does it have to be blurred out? I find it to be a tease to see naked Iraqis with blurred out bottoms. I want to see Iraqi cracky. The television networks deserve a good cock punching. The television networks have assumed that us Americans are too sensitive to see images of the World Trade Towers. Every Sunday morning at 3 a.m., NBC shows a classic rerun of a Saturday Night Live. I have noticed the World Trade Centers have been omitted from the background of the opening credits. They used to be prominent in the opening montage. To me, if you're going to show a rerun, which is a historical document taped in New York City prior to 9/11 that predominantly displayed the World Trade Towers, then you shouldn't edit them out. I have noticed that Phil Hartman, Chris Farley, and John Belushi have not been removed from the Saturday Night Live reruns. NBC deserves a good punch in the cock. Yeah! On September 11, 2001, a group of terrorist hijackers knocked the Twin Towers down for Allah. The impact that 9/11 has had on my lifestyle has been devastating. A lot of my free time is spent going to rock and roll concerts at different venues right here in New York City.
The booze at these concerts is very expensive, and marijuana is not sold in vending machines. I like to bring my own $6 plastic bottle of 100 proof Smirnoff vodka and marijuana to the rock shows. Because of those 9/11 terrorist hijacker cocksuckers who stuck box cutters on airplanes, I'm the one who has to pay the price of increased security at the rock shows. Since 9/11, I've had to hide my contraband deeper into my ass crack than pre-9/11. But the 9/11 hijackers deserve a good cock-punching for Allah! Last November, I was in Dublin, and I got to catch Ryan Adams and Bob Dylan in concert at different venues. There was very little security, and it was a piece of cake to sneak anything into a Dublin concert venue. I was staying with my friend Pat, a Dublin resident, who was also my tour guide and chauffeur during my stay. After getting 2 weeks off from work, finding a friend to inject my diabetic cat with insulin twice a day for 14 days, buying airline tickets, reserving hotels, and finally scoring tickets to see my favorite singer-songwriter musician in the world, Bob Dylan, in concert in a country I've never been to and had been looking forward to visiting, my buddy Pat made me late for the Bob Dylan show. He insisted on another pint at his local hangout. The ticket's at 8 o'clock, and I told Pat we should be in our seats at 8 o'clock. He said, "Don't worry, he won't go on till 9:30. Relax, have another pint. Dylan won't be on till 9:30. We arrived at 8:35, and Bob had gone on at 8 p.m. sharp due to the cancellation of the opening act at the last minute. I've been to 109 Bob Dylan concerts, and Dublin was the only show I was ever late for. My friend Pat almost got a good cock-punching out of me, but my girlfriend talked me out of it. Yes, I love Dylan, but I do listen to a lot of other rock and roll singers besides Dylan. Elton John, Rod Stewart, and Van Morrison, to name a few. In the early 1970s, these three musicians made some of the best music I've ever heard. Elton John, Rod Stewart, and Van Morrison deserve a good cock-punching for everything all three of them have done after 1975. In 1993, the original Velvet Underground got back together for a European tour. They were supposed to hit the States after Europe and do 10 nights at Irving Plaza. The big shots in the band couldn't get along, and they broke up before they got to Irving Plaza. Lou Reed and John Cale deserve a good punch in their cocks for denying me a chance to see the Velvet Underground. A few months ago, there was a young woman wearing a brand new Velvet Underground t-shirt in the audience during an evening of The Antagonist Movement Presents Fahrenheit at Black and White. Regular reader Richard Allen was at the microphone and quoted the Velvet Underground in the middle of his reading. Richard quoted the line, "I felt just like Jesus' son," from the Velvet Underground song Heroin. I immediately glanced at the hipster in the brand spanking new Velvet Underground t-shirt and was more than positive by the blank stare on her face that she had no idea what the fuck Richard Allen was talking about. The hipster with the hipster t-shirt, because it is hip, deserves a good cock punching.
Double cock punch.
There's another Sunday black and white regular by the name of Jack Walls.
Fuck you! Jason!
Jack Walls liked to smoke all of my weed and smoke all my friend Harry's weed and then finish Jimmy Drago's stash, but never seems to break out any of his own weed. Jack deserves a cock punch, but I hesitate to do it because he might enjoy a man's fist hitting his genitals. Everyone knows antagonist Ethan Minsker. He's the guy with Everyone knows antagonist Ethan Minsker. He's the guy with the antagonist baseball hat, antagonist t-shirt, antagonist sweatbands, and antagonist pin. If you call Ethan at home, his answering machine says, "You have reached the headquarters of the antagonist movement." The antagonist movement has two weekly events, an art show on Thursday and a reading on Sunday. Antagonist Ethan, who professes to be the #1 super-duper king antagonist, is often tardy or absent from the weekly events that he claims he is the driving force behind. Antagonist Ethan Minsker deserves a good cock punching. George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, and Donald Rumsfeld told us Americans we were sending troops into Iraq to get those weapons of mass destruction. 14 months later, all the troops brought home were pictures of naked Iraqis in a human pyramid. George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, and Donald Rumsfeld deserve a good cock punching.
Oh, who got a nice fluid in their back today? Doesn't that feel good? Oh. You know what I like about this cat? Watch this, he gets excited. Gets sexually aroused if you scratch back here. Watch this. Even when he's getting the fluids, watch him. Face the camera, cowboy, and do it. Do it for the camera. I'll do this. Watch. Watch my cat get off. I'm not even doing anything. Yes. We like making come on. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what a man likes. Maybe he doesn't like getting sexually aroused. Wait, where are you going? What's up? What's up? We're not done. We're not done with the fluids. We're fucking performing for the camera, dopey. Should we be a fucking movie star? Too much cursing in this room. Cowboy, you believe in God, right? I like men.
Cowboy, do you like men or women?
I like men.
I thought you said you liked women.
I like men.
Good kitty. You are a stink bomb. Clean your ass after this.
We like kitties. We like sometimes we gotta take care of our pussy cats. Don't we give them fluids and stuff? And kitties like our fluids. Don't we like our fluids now and again?
Oh, fucking sweet fucking Jesus. We're almost done. Okay, we got you jumping off fucking high places again, dopey. This is my cat. His name's Cowboy. He's about 11 and a half. I've had him since he was 3. I love my cat. I love rock and roll. That's a different kind of love. But yeah, I mean, I love my friends, and I love. Oh, you are a little jerk off. He's fucking shit up. I'm gonna have to stop. Okay, asshole. Fucking. I guess we'll just have to do this tomorrow. Is that what you want? Okay. Thanks for moving. Thanks for moving around, not laying still like you usually do.
Let's show everybody how good we did. Let's show everybody how good we did. Let's show.
You are stinky. What are you, crapping in your pants? Huh? Okay. Are you crapping in your pants? I'll put you down. Okay. All right. Hey. Smile for the camera. Okay. That's giving him fluids. This is fucking journal. Cowboy and his insulin. August 2003. Every fucking day I do this. What time is it? 3:45 a.m. 100 milliliters of fluid. That's what I do. This is my life. Sorry, I like it. I'm not complaining. This is where I live. This is my bedroom. My cassettes, some of my CDs, Mr. Spock. The fucking Who, Bob Dylan, Cruise, Kidman, Kubrick, more cassettes, records, jeans, waist 40, records, fan, TV, DVD combo player. I don't know what this is. Looks like a videotape. I don't know what that is, but it seems to be laying around my room. Sucking dick. Christ is Lord. This is fantastic. Everybody must see this. This is fantastic.
The response is usually, "Oh, I didn't see you. I'm sorry," which is a crock of shit. Depending on my relationship with the acquaintance who passes me by in the street and ignores me, I would expect some level of engagement. My definition of level of engagement could be at the maximum level, which would include both parties stopping in their tracks, followed by a greeting incorporating a hug, kiss, or handshake, a few minutes of conversation, acknowledgement of the next time we would see each other in a social or work setting, ending with the initial greeting of a hug, kiss, or handshake being repeated before parting ways. A minimum level of engagement while acquaintances pass on the street would include both parties, while in motion, making eye contact and a polite greeting of hello through either body language, like the wave of a hand or the nod of a head, or a verbal hello. I don't understand why some acquaintances of mine think they can pretend not to see me without consequence. During most of the 1990s, I worked at Sounds, a Ma and Pa record store on St. Mark's Place. One of my tasks was to purchase used CDs from the customers. One day, a good-looking young man came in selling used CDs. He said he needed lunch money. I examined his CDs and gave him cash. After he left, my boss informed me that the good-looking young man was the younger brother of tragic folk hero Tim Buckley. We would eventually discover that this was Jeff Buckley, the son of Tim Buckley, who had just moved to NYC to make music and hopefully score a recording contract. Jeff Buckley became a regular at Sounds, selling his CDs for food, guitar strings, and other CDs. I actually witnessed him purchasing 2 of his dad's CDs one day. He didn't like to talk about his dad, but he was comfortable in front of the sound staff to purchase recordings by his dead dad that he obviously didn't have in his collection. He used to invite me and my co-workers to his early New York gigs, which was a year-long residency at Chenet on St. Mark's Place. I was the only Sounds employee to show up and watch Jeff Buckley alone on stage with his electric guitar play originals and covers of Leonard Cohen, Nina Simone, and Bob Dylan. Jeff and I bonded on our Bob Dylan obsession, and he would often send a Dylan cover out to me during a performance at Chenet. I was there when he recorded Jeff Buckley live at Chenet, which became his first official release. Even though he had scored a recording contract, Jeff Buckley needed dough and continued to sell his used CDs at Sounds. He was such a good-looking guy that all my co-workers, men, women, straight, gay, and bi, had a crush on him. Did I have a crush on him? No. Did I pay him too much for his scratched-up CDs? Yes. In 1994, Jeff Buckley's debut full-length CD, Grace, came out, and in the liner notes, among the thank yous, is a thank you to everyone at St. Mark's Sounds. That's me and my co-workers. Now that Jeff Buckley had a recording contract with the Columbia label, he also had access to unlimited promo copies of anything on the Columbia label. He asked me if there was anything on Columbia that we could use in the store that would give him more than just lunch money. I said, how about your new CD? The next day, Jeff Buckley walked into my store, selling a 30-count box of Jeff Buckley Grace, and walked out with $150. Jeff Buckley lived in the neighborhood, and I would often run into him at Burritoville or Bar None, among other places, and we always had a friendly exchange discussing Bob Dylan bootlegs. One night, sometime in the second week of May 1997, I was on my way home from work around 11 p.m., walking north on 2nd Avenue towards 11th Street. The extra-wide 2nd Avenue sidewalk was empty as I noticed a lone figure walking towards me. As the figure got closer, I realized it was an acquaintance I had known for 6 years, Jeff Buckley. As we both hit the same block of 2nd Avenue across from St. Mark's Church between 10th and 11th Streets, I realized that a greeting was about to take place between 2 acquaintances. I had friends to meet, so I was hoping our level of engagement would be kept to a minimum. Once we were both in greeting distance of each other, Jeff Buckley looked the other way and pretended he did not see me. As our shoulders practically brushed as we walked by each other, I could not believe it. He saw me. He definitely saw me. We were the only 2 people on a very well-lit New York City block. I was dumbfounded, and I thought we had a relationship of sorts. I could not believe that a 6-year acquaintance of mine, who just happened to be Jeff Buckley, ignored me on the street. To myself, I muttered, I hope you die. I hope you die a violent death. I hope you die a violent death tomorrow, you fucking cocksucking asshole. I hope you fucking die. 2 weeks later, Jeff Buckley went for a swim in the Mississippi River and never came out. If you know me and pass me on the street, say hello.
Coffee. That's my second one. Hopefully I'll have Jesus speak to me in a few minutes. Oh, that is Jesus speaking to me. That is Jesus Christ speaking to me. Thank you. It's little Master Antonio's Banderas.
It's Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio Banderas. Oh, we got pussycats.
Hi, it's Brother Mike. I came to give my cat insulin. It's what he gets twice a day, like
Like a man gets kitty times.
his name's Cowboy, but his nickname is Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio's Banderas.
That's kitties. That's good.
It's a syringe of insulin. It's got 3 units in it.
Men. That's what we give you. We give you, this is for men. But we're gonna have some fun today.
See how easy it is? Good little Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio's Banderas.
Oh, you're nice. I like cats. I like friends too, and kitties.
It's fun being me.
In the beginning of the year, 2005, we started working on Brother Mike Cohen's book. He would come over once a week and type up his writing on the computer. Somewhere between a punch and a handshake is a compilation of everything Brother Mike Cohen has written over the few years at the Sunday night Fahrenheit readings at Black and White. The readings are like based on a theme, and Mike would write based on the theme, and then we compiled all of those writings and put them together. I edited them, had a copy editor, re-edited it, and then we laid it out. The books we sell ourselves at the art shows that we do, as well as we put them out at St. Mark's Bookstore and the Bowery Poetry Bookstore on Bowery. Mike sometimes gives them to friends and stuff like that. Somewhere Between Punch and a Handshake was the first book that we tried to publish by one of our writers. It's the first antagonist publishing of one writer. We've done a fanzine called Psychomotozine since 1988, but this would be the first one writer, one book. We took the artist from the art shows that we do, the antagonist artist, and had them illustrate to the writer, to Mike's writing. Then we gave it to the layout, and layout did whatever they wanted, so it became sort of a creative piece in each part of the process. Mike writing his writing, artist illustrating how they wanted to his writing, then layout doing the layout. So that's it.